Hello everybody, welcome to Weighted to Win. It's good to have you with us. And I've got Darren Burrows on the line. He's going to join me. We'll talk about the Kenilworth race meeting. Trust that you've worked out your permutations already. And we're going to obviously guide you one way or the other in terms of getting into that winning queue. Hopefully that's the case. Remember, we are on Twitter at Weighted to Win's our handle. Don't forget about that. We also got a WhatsApp number nowadays that you can register and join the conversation and try to keep that going alive. And sometimes they're late updates, etc. We're also on 4racing.tv as well. It's been raining in Cape Town. Well, we're doing this Friday, the day before, naturally, so I'm told that there would have been more rain overnight, but you guys will know by race time as to how much rain has fallen and where we are and the update with the going, etc. Darren, of course, good morning to you. It's good to have you with us. Let's talk about the first race, a maiden class field, where I see they got a 5 to 10 shot here from Brett Crawford's yard called Red Impact. Louis McCott was riding that. Hard to beat and a banker in the bipot, or what's the plan?
Yes, he does look the horse to beat. I wouldn't be rushing out to take 5 to 10 about him, but definitely the horse to beat. You know, he got beat just under 2 lengths by Yellow Porsche Road, who's highly regarded, and then 3 parts of a length behind Iconic Destination. Interestingly enough, there's been 16 direct runners from those form lines and no winners, but there has been 3 winners indirect. So definitely the horse to beat, but do watch the market with regards to the first-timers.
Yeah, it's interesting. I see a lot of places that come from there as well, so we'll watch the first-timers. But let's put the bipot up, Darren's bipot, and see what the plan is here, where we're going to banker the 6 in the first leg. And you've got a banker later on in the bipot as well, Darren.
I bankered my best bet on the card. I did it my way from the Canamare stable in the third leg. So I've gone 6 by 7, 8, by 2, by 1 and 4, by 2 and 5, by 1 and 6. 160 Rand, I'll give it to you 10 times.
Welcome back to Weighted to Win. Time now for the second race on the card. Let's get into the action. Race number 2 is a maiden class fields, again for fillies and mares. We run them over 1,000 metres. Again, in a race like this, some unknown in here, Darren, as well.
Yes, you know, there's a lovely bred first-timer called Strawberry Light. Now, the dam ran second in the KRA Fillies Guineas. It's a half-sister to Flying Ice, who was exported to France. She was a decent filly. And this horse, I wouldn't be surprised to see it make a winning debut. Of the race runners, I'll Slip Away ran 5th in a fair juvenile plate kind of field. So got to go in. And then Helen's Legacy, the best of the rest.
Okay, well, in terms of the market, I'll Slip Away when we did the show was 18 to 10. Not sure what time it is what price it is right now. You guys will know better than that. Race time. Helen's Legacy was 5 to 2 when we recorded the show, and Strawberry Light was also 5 to 2, so that'll give you some sort of idea. Here's Darren's PA. We'll put that up for you now, and 7 and 8 in the first leg. You heard Darren say earlier that I did it my way is their best bet, by 1 and 4, by 2 and 5, by 1 and 6, by 1, 2, 7, by 1, 2, 3, and it's 144 Rand per. You're back with us. Welcome back. Darren's been saying this is supposed to be the best bet on the card. I did it my way from the Dean Canamare stable. And Grant Burr, at the time of recording, is the rider. I'm having a look at the last form line. Nothing really run, so it's still early in terms of trying to get a measure on quality of form, etc. But 12 to 10 was the price at recording, Darren. And then 5 to 1 about the others.
Well, I thought he's a horse looking for a mile in time to come. Last time out, he made eye-catching headway, the final 400 metres behind Hard Stealer, who was the odds-on favourite that day. It was a decent effort, up in trip, going to suit, and in this type of field, I'll make him very hard to beat. My second choice will be Green Falcon, but I'm not sure if he needs gelding or what, but last time out, he took no interest whatsoever. And then of the rest, Le Mans, the first time I would throw into trifectas.
Okay, those we'll put in, but I did it my way as the one to beat. Hard to beat, in fact, and now pick 6. Well, Darren's put the pick 6 together, and he's worked out we'll banker in the first leg, and then as it goes, you'll notice it becomes more and more difficult. So not an easy pick 6, and we haven't got that many runners in every leg either, as you can see, but we're hoping that perhaps middle of the day is where the bomb's going to arrive. That's where we've gone field, and we want to spend 168 Rand for 10%, or whatever you can afford, of course. That's the Kenilworth pick 6 from the Weighted to Win team. Right, we go on to race number 4 now. It's jackpot time. Darren, let's talk about this. We've got Love Rules and Air of Royalty. Both form lines have been franked, and it looks like those are the two that should battle this out.
Yes, I thought so. I thought a horse like Love Rules. I watched the replay of a debut performance last night, and I was quite impressed with the way she turned it on late from a long way back. That was at Durbanville over the 1250. The 14 at Kenilworth will suit her much more, even though she's looking for a bit further in time to come. And from a good draw, I'll rate her the horse to beat. Over Air of Royalty, the blinkers go on. That might get her into the race early because she has tended to be a little bit too far back turning for home. So the blinkers, she should be up there with the pace. And I'll make it between those two runners.
Yeah, at least the form's been franked. Mia came from the Perillo form to win. That's Love Rules. And Meta came out of the form line as well within regards to Air of Royalty. So the forms have been good. All right, let's take some... let's work out the jackpot quickly. Let's put the jackpot up and have a look. And we're going 1 and 4 by 2, 3, 5, by 1 and 6, by 1, 2, 3, 7, 48 Rand. Take it once or a few times. Race number 5, let's get on to this run over the 1,600 metres. Race runs at 20 past, and the market on Friday had Silent Dwarf from Candice Bass Robinson stable as favourite at 2-1. Justin Snaith's got a strong hand here. He's got Night Ruler in at 5-2. He's got Van Hunks in at 3-1 as well. And he's also got Tazetti, who's currently at 12-1. Just a reminder that the 4, at the time of recording anyway, was the only non-runner. But keep a close watch on the latest data. Remember, we are on Twitter, @Waited2Win's our handle, or we've got a WhatsApp number that you can engage with us as well, or 4racing.tv. You can get all the information from any of the platforms that you choose. Silent Ward, so tell me now, the Snaith stable in this race, they seem to have a very strong hand here, Darren. And I see Ryan Munger's made his way to the Cape.
Yes, and touching on my first choice, Van Hunks. Now, if he doesn't start to show now what he's capable of after the gelding, with that kind of pedigree and that kind of reputation, then he's got problems. But I'm expecting a forward effort from him this time around. He's been disappointing. His comeback run after the gelding was an encouraging 5th, only beaten 2 lengths by Sundazed, and the step up to a mile is going to suit him. So I'll take my chances, Van Hunks as my first choice, but I have got respect for Captive Moon, Silent War, and Night Ruler in the race.
So would you suggest Van Hunks is worth a little bit of a bet because you're sounding confident?
I did think so, but he's obviously a horse that I am wary of.
Okay, well, we'll take our chances. Let's have a look at what the intention is here. And remember, it is a second jackpot, but we've decided let's have a strike at Van Hunks. That we're going to have a go with that in race number 5. So race number 6 on the card, one of the more, I thought, tougher races on the card. They bet 3-1 the field here. Major Attraction, Justin Snaith's run at 3-1. Lucinda Woodruff's got Dean Street, who's on a winning streak at the moment, 3-1. You've got Han Sailor, who's at 9-2. You've got number 7, Sugar Mountain, 9-2. 5-1 about the 2 on the card. And then it's 10s and better about the others, Darren. Open race?
It is an open race, but touching on Dean Street, now he's a very temperamental horse. If you see him behind the gates, they battle to load him. And last time out, he had his head twisted halfway through the race. I thought he was going to fall into a hole, and then he just found another gear and went on to win. So he's obviously got all the ability in the world, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him follow up once again. The class horse in the race, Major Attraction. She is a 1,400 meter specialist. Not disgraced over 1,200 in her last 2 starts. She's run off the likes of Captain's Ransom, Princess Calla. She'll rate a big runner in this lineup. And then the best of the rest, the horses like Maria Carroll and Han Solo can't be ignored.
Okay, so Dean Street, lovely horse. They've been in great form at the moment. Samanga Kumalo took the ride, at time of recording, and certainly the one to beat. So we didn't do a second jackpot, but we have decided to use some of the play to take a pick 3 here. So we've got some interest in race 6, race 7 and race 8. And I see you've gone a couple of horses in each of those legs, Darren.
Yes, I haven't taken any chances. I've covered the first leg with numbers 1, 2, and 6. By 1, 2, and 7, hoping to beat the favorite in the second leg, and 1, 2, and 3 should be enough in the last.
On to the next race on the card now, race 7, where Academic Gold is all the rage, is trading currently at 15 to 10 at the time of recording. The second choice here, Perfect Trust, at 3 to 1. And number 1, Jasmine's at 11 to 2. Also 11 to 2 on the card is the 4, and they bet 7 to 1 and better about the others. So I know in our previous race we said we might want to look to beat this favourite. Have you changed your mind, or what's the plan, Darren?
Well, touching on your favourite Academic Gold, she's never placed or won over further than a mile. She goes 1,800 meters. She is a 6-year-old mare. Her rating, she got a 6-point penalty last time out. I don't think it's going to be easy for her. I wouldn't be surprised to see a win. Horses like Irish Wildflower. I know she got beat 7 lengths by Academic Gold last time out, but she is 4.5 kilos better off at the weights, and I think she's going to appreciate the step up in trip. She's the rank outsider in the race. And then Jasmine, her rating's down from a 103 to a 81. Not disgraced behind the Colts last time out. In this type of company, she can be competitive.
Yeah, okay. So will this favourite stay is the question. That's what Darren's worried about. Well, we'll see in a few minutes, but let's get decided what we are players here, and we're going with the swinger. The safest way to play it is go Jasmine the 1 and number 7 on the card, who's Irish Wildflower, who at the time of the recording is the rank outsider in the race. Let's get on to the last race now. It's over 1,200 metres. The Get Out Stakes here, Kenilworth, and number 4, Arctic Ice, the favourite at 3 to 1. 9 to 2 about number 2, Old Mug. Number 5, Heathcliff, is 9 to 2. Now, this is an interesting runner. Tell me a little about this horse, Heathcliff, Darren. And I'll tell you why I'm asking the question, because from the Scalini form, that also, I see Teatro come to run third. That horse Quartermain came out and won. That was the third horse, the direct winner. And that horse Canford Light, the fourth horse, came out and won as well. And the next best horse in the race was Heathcliff, and now running today. So, you like it?
It's got to have a chance, but he is a maiden in a handicap company. He's been beaten in the Eastern Cape before. He still hasn't broken his maiden, so that's my concern. For me, horses like Bluff on Bluff, I know Daryl mentioned that he liked a bit of Bluff on Bluff. I think he's a big runner off his current rating. And then the null runners, Old Mug and Birdie and Bogey. I think they were both beaten in the Eastern Cape in their last start, narrowly, but they're open to further improvement. Not a race I would get too involved in, but numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 have chances.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me about. Thank you for telling me about Bluff on Bluff. Daryl Marie, I remember him mentioning it, that he said, please, whatever you do, Bluff on Bluff in the last race, Cape Town. So that's interesting. Number 1, it is 8 to 1 at the time of recording, and I know that he fancies that strongly for Pitt Steyn and Samanga Kumalo. Okay, let's get Darren's bets up the last, and Daryl, we're going with number 1 on the card, who ultimately in our play we're going to put into the swinger. That's Bluff on Bluff. Number 2, Old Mug, and number 3 on the card as well. We're putting that in terms of our swingers. All right. That takes care of the last race here, ladies and gents. Thanks so much for watching. That's Birdie and Bogey I'm thinking of, so make sure it goes into the play. And I hope you had a very good day with us this Saturday afternoon. Remember, Sunday we're going to Scottsville, Hollywoodbet Scottsville, and we've got that show already recorded for you. So please go enjoy, watch, and go get the money. Thanks for watching. We wish you all the best. Cheers.